Okay, so we've done this before where we have solved for y or solve for a variable, right? And it's a whole bunch of different letters. So we're going to first review that. So draw your line, circle the term with y. This is the one that needs to move. The inverse is a positive ax, is a negative ax. These cancel out, bring down my positive by. My ax and my c are in different trees, so they cannot be combined. They have to stay separated. I want to get y by itself, so I need to divide every single term by b. When I do that, I'm going to end up with two different terms over the same letter. And that's perfectly fine. That's what I want. That's it. Okay? So again, let's look at this one. Again, we've done this before. This is what I want to get alone. This is what needs to move. So the inverse is negative am on both sides. Make sure that you always remember to bring down the sign that is in front of your zy or your y or whatever the letter is that you want to get by itself. Make sure that y'all are bringing down your signs. You sometimes forget them, so you get the answer wrong. Okay? To get y by itself, I need to divide by a negative z because we always want our ending answer, our ending variable, to be positive. So that makes that a positive am over z. P divided by negative z is negative p over z. Okay? And again, I know that there's just a lot of letters, and so it's kind of confusing right now, but once we do the actual examples where it's what we're doing, I think it'll make more sense. So first, we are going to look at our words down here and our sentences and fill in the blank. So in order to find the slope, which is our m, and the y-intercept, which is our b, from an equation, we need to solve for y or get y by itself. If you notice both examples in number one, I wanted you to solve for y. That's why. We need to use inverse, right? The opposite operations to solve for y. We need to use inverse operations to solve for y. We are changing our equation to slope-intercept form, which looks like this. Some people are still not sure what m and b are when I say it. So let's review that once again. M is your slope, your rise over run. B is your y-intercept. B is your y-intercept, where your line goes through the y-axis at. So make sure, if nothing else, you know what those two things mean when you ask me a question, because that's the first thing I probably am going to ask you. What is your M? What is your B? And then you're going to look at me like a lost puppy. Only you're not as cute as puppies. Sorry about you. Okay? So make sure you know that.